G'day everyone, and welcome to Scouter Tas. We're doing the West Creek pathway today, having a look along West Creek. This is the start of the pathway, West Creek pathway, oddly enough. Nowhere near the creek, but on the corner of West and Nelson Street in Toowoomba. We're starting here, and we're going to head to the city. And hopefully there's no swooping magpies, but let's keep having a look. Trying out some new equipment today, and see how we go. So I got the bike slightly a bit more kitted out than it has been. We're getting ready to do a ride in a couple of weeks, hopefully doing the Brisbane Valley Rail Trail. A few little bits and pieces, bibs and bops I've got on there to try out today. Put these new pannier racks on a few weeks ago. And I've got this little phone holder from Aldi, giving it a try. And a new GoPro, well, second-hand new GoPro. Let's keep riding. Little quick side note, the GoPro SD card died, so we don't have much actually cycling footage, but yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, thanks. So I'm just coming onto the creek now. This is the start of the creek. This is what's also called the West Creek's wetland. It's home of the Murray Cluett wetlands and the Carney Springs Historical Park, as well as a bat colony, which is in a previous video of mine. However, this is also one of the sources of the Murray-Darling River. This little drain that goes down here, that feeds into Gowrie Creek, which then feeds into the Condamine, which feeds then onto the Murray and the Darling rivers. So eventually this bit of water ends up somewhere down there. So it's amazing to think that this bit of water has travelled from here, the beginning of Carney Springs, to down through the Murray and through the Darling eventually. Anyway, just checking something on the bike. We're going to head on down here. We're going to keep on moving, and a bit of history on Carney Springs.
There seems to be two sources where we get the history of Carney Springs. It came from either an alderman named DJ Carney from the 1970s, or a farm owner who was also called Mr. Carney, where somewhere back in 1880s.
Just a side note, Carney Street, which we just rode down, which takes us to the beginning of the creek, now goes straight ahead. But I remember years ago, it actually used to go down through this way, straight down there. And it used to come along the creek and follow the creek, and Carney Street eventually sort of went all along the creek, but now that's all actually a pathway. Somewhere around the 90s, I think, I can't exactly remember, they changed the direction of Carney Street to actually go straight ahead. I'm not sure if that's because of the residential areas that have been built here, but yeah, it's just interesting how things change over time. Let's keep riding. This is our next stop. This is West Creek Park 7. West Creek Park 7, also home to the miniature railway area. Not on today, it's a sad day. Only happens a couple of times a month. All these areas have been redeveloped as flood mitigation. There's a series of ponds. I grew up around this area, and for years and years and years this was just a creek, muddy old creek, and there was nothing here, just scrub creek and that bit of a car track that I think was Carney Street. Anyway, now it's totally developed in full parklands. Beautiful area to come down, widely used. A lot of people walk and come down here, and on the weekends when this railway is going, I think it's every third Sunday or something of the month, many people down here just enjoying this area. Anyway, we're going to keep moving on. So this is the bottom of the street where I used to live. As I said, this was all just swampy marshland. Oh, we got a Maggie. First swooper. I don't know if he's swooping or not. Anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd have a quick look, show you around. I think I might keep moving. I've got a cranky old magpie up there. I think he just went for a swoop, waiting for me to move. Just watching this guy. I think he just gave me a swoop. So once again, this is the path diverts around. We've got the golf course here. So years ago, funding was put through, and there's a diversion around the golf course, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm talking here about this street. It's the first in Queensland. It was supposed to be a shared cycle and pedestrian street. Not really long. In fact, we're going to ride it so quickly you won't even notice it, but it's the first in Queensland. It's exclusively for cycling, with very limited access to vehicles. Of course, people live here, so they still have to drive in and out. And this is a first. I can see if I can find some more info on it. let's ride it up, and we're going to then go around along past the golf club. We're nearly there to the city. Here you go. Whew. That's it. So this is Cooley Park. This is also the domestic violence memorial right here. They gather here every year on the domestic violence day. I think is it White Ribbon Day? Pretty sure. Update check. And yeah, and it's just a memorial. Other thing about this park is it's also an area where a lot of homeless people come. There's actually showers and laundry facilities here for those people to use that are opened up, and it's a great little spot for that. Right across the road is the hospital, and there's another detention basin just over there. I'll have a look at that in a minute. So that's another major one there. That's Harry Street. It's controlled by light, so it makes it easier. Through the city, it gets really quite slow. We're going to be going under Grand Central, over, and then we actually come to the source of Gary Creek, and that's probably our next couple of stops. Now, according to the map, this is actually in the West Creek Pathway, but we're going to keep following it a bit further because it does go up around and under the source of the Gary Creek. So here we are, this is Grand Central. We're dead bang in the city now. Macca's across the road in the other half of Central over there. Next stop, we're going to just stop over. We're going to look at Gary Creek, and yeah, we'll keep going.
So this is it. I'm on the bridge over at Gary Creek. Underneath me, East Creek and West Creek combine to flow into Gary Creek and head on down to the Condamine.
So, effectively, I'm at the end of my video. I'm at the end of West Creek, where it actually joins up under this bridge with East Creek, the other creek in Toowoomba. Both of them join up and flow on Gary Creek. And as I said earlier, Gary Creek then flows onto the Condamine, which then flows onto the Murray-Darling Basin. This is the Toowoomba's goods shed. It was the old railway goods shed, has been repurposed as a multi-function purpose building for conferences, markets, whatever. Tomorrow, this place will be bustling with the tomorrow's Makers Market, but right, so it's a bit quiet. And it's a lovely way to stop. It's a beautiful little spot out the front. They've got lovely landscaping. They've done a great job redeveloping it. It looks fantastic. Anyway, that's the video for today. West Creek isn't that boring when you think about it. Come along, have a look. If you're visiting Toowoomba during Carnival of Flowers time or any other time, take your time to walk along or ride along West Street. Got one Magpie swoop, oddly enough, in the city. Just then, about a minute ago. GoPro died, so I don't have it on video. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you maybe on our next adventure.